boys and girls, welcome to Storytime with Pastor Steve.
Today's story is Ezekiel and the dry bones, taken from Ezekiel chapter 37, verses 1 through 14. For the hand of the Lord was upon me. The Spirit of God brought me out. And I stood in the midst of a valley, much drier than dry from a drought. Then there in the middle of that hollow were found a great number of bones. Those pale bones were all brittle and sallow and parched as the dry valley stones. Then the Lord said, "Now what's your opinion? Son of man, can bones live again?" Then I said, "Sovereign Lord, you've dominion. Only you can know where or when." "Prophesy," he said, "to every dry bone. Say, bones, hear the word of the Lord. Say to them, it is the true Lord alone who's speaking to you through my word." So I spoke out of every word of the Lord. I said, "Dry bones, God with his breath shall enter you now. New life shall afford. No more you'll be captives of death. The Lord will cause tendons and flesh be born, and you shall be covered with skin. No longer you'll stay in this land forlorn, for soon a new life you'll begin." So I related the words of the Lord to bones that were lifeless and dried. And the words of God could not be ignored. As to the bones, I prophesied. Just as I finished, there was a great sound, and rattling bones were collected. First bone up to bone, then up from the ground, skeletons were all erected. Soon tendons and flesh appeared on each frame, skin covered all in a second. "But they have no breath," I had to exclaim. "Not one of them lived," I reckoned. "Now prophesy to the breath, Son of man." The Lord said, "Make this prophecy. Say, come from four winds and breathe on the slain, so from death they all can be free." I did as the Lord commanded me to, and breath entered each. What a sight! A vast army rose up then, and I knew that they lived again. What delight! The Lord said to me, "Son of man, espy the whole house of Israel displayed." And all of them say, "Our bones are so dry, hope's gone, we're cut off and afraid." So prophesy to my people, my son. Tell them I will open their graves. To Israel I will bring everyone, for I am the Lord God who saves. Tell them that I will pour out my spirit, and that they'll no longer be sad. I'll send them to their land, and they'll cheer it, and I know what I've done, and be glad. Long after this, God breathed out his spirit on Pentecost to several men. They prophesied to all who could hear it, proclaiming salvation again. We are given the gift of salvation in baptismal water and word. To the whole world, to each race and nation, the Spirit is sent and is heard. So all men and women breathe in the life that's sent by God's Spirit on high. On Pentecost Day, let praises be rife, so all to God's grace may draw nigh.